Hi Capricorn, welcome to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. Today is January 10th, 2020. This is a mid-month general love reading for the sign of Capricorn. Because it's a general love reading, it can pertain to any kind of relationship, situation, or circumstance that you're dealing with. Be flexible with the energy. Don't be concerned about the gender of the cards or the pronouns that I'm using to describe them. You can interchange the roles within the reading. In other words, you might be represented by any of the characters that shows up in the cards. You might feel like I'm reading directly for you, but you could also feel like you're cross-watching for somebody that you're dealing with. Don't try to make the reading fit. You will know if it's resonating, and you also know who you are in the reading. My intention is to reach as many people as I can who need the message the most and who will benefit from the message. So Capricorn, I want to give this deck a couple more shuffles, and then we'll get started. I wish you guys all a happy birthday last video, but I'll say it again since we're still in Capricorn season. I hope that you are enjoying your birthday season and all is going well in the new year for you guys. So let's go ahead and give this deck a cut and we'll get started and see what is going on for Capricorn mid-month January 2020. Here we go. So we have the Four of Cups in reverse, paired with the Eight of Pentacles, Justice in reverse, paired with the Three of Cups, Six of Cups, Two of Swords in reverse, we have Death in reverse, and the Seven of Wands in reverse. So this could involve a work situation or a job, or you may have discovered something or learned something through a work situation. There's some kind of injustice that you're dealing with or something that occurred that was unjust within a group dynamic. Again, this could be a workplace situation with a group of coworkers. It's possibly that a decision was made. Maybe you're revisiting a decision regarding someone that you feel very close to. We have Six of Cups energy on the table. Six of Cups is a soul connection, someone you have a soul bond with or soul contract. This could be someone who comes back from your past or just someone that you have a long-standing relationship with. So some decision was made, maybe an unjust decision in regards to somebody, again, that you feel very close to. And you might feel like you don't have any power in the situation or that you have to give up. You might be feeling like you need to put something to rest or end something or close something out, but you don't feel like you have control over, or you don't feel like you have the ability to do so, or maybe you're feeling like you have to give up. Some sense of just not feeling like you're in your power or that you have any influence in the situation. Let's get some more cards on the table, Capricorn, see what else we can come up with. So clarifying the Four of Cups in your underlying energy, we have the Seven of Cups. And the Moon is clarifying the Eight of Pentacles. Justice is clarified by the Nine of Cups in reverse. Three of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Swords in reverse. Seven of Swords in reverse, clarifying the Six of Cups. Two of Swords is clarified by the Five of Cups. Death is clarified by the Hanged Man. And Seven of Wands is clarified by the Queen of Cups in reverse. So there's some grief and sadness surrounding this situation. This could be a decision that was made in regards to trying to make something right, something that went wrong. Maybe there was somebody was caught red-handed doing something wrong, or some lies were found out, some secrets exposed. It feels like it's some kind of workplace or work dynamic or a job situation where some secrets were found out or some information revealed in a workplace dynamic within a group of people. This could also represent where there was some gossip or somebody spreading rumors amongst a group of people that feels like it was unjust or mean-spirited, and it affected someone that you're close to. I do feel like maybe again some gossip or lies or rumors may be spread around regarding someone that you're close to or someone that you feel a strong connection to. And I feel like this did happen in some kind of workplace dynamic or a work situation at your job. And it's created some confusion and some grief and some heartache. You might be trying to figure out how to put an end to this or how to resolve the problem or backtrack and try to expose the truth or expose the lies. But right now I think you're feeling powerless, and this is making you feel very unhappy. I do feel like you could be the Queen of Cups in this reading so far. We have a Queen of Swords on the table as well, but I feel like that's a separate energy. Let's talk about these two people that are represented. Again, I do feel like this is also concerning a wider group of people with the Three of Cups out here and this kind of workplace vibe that I have. So there are two energies on the table, the Queen of Cups and Queen of Swords. The Queen of Cups is feeling like your energy, Capricorn, and I do feel right now that you have a sense that you are feeling powerless or feeling like you need to give up. And this is whatever situation this was, whether this happened to you or somebody that you're close to, I feel like you're feeling like you need to give up or you don't have any way to recover from this or any leg to stand on to defend yourself if this was something that happened to you. The Queen of Cups can be someone who is feeling a little bit like a victim or feeling abused. This person is sad. There's a lot of hard feelings on the table, especially with this Five of Cups. I feel like you're dealing again with some Seven of Swords energy where maybe some lies were spread or some untruths or some misinformation. And again, it could be in regards to someone that you're close to with the Six of Cups energy. So I do feel like you're dealing with something very difficult, and I do feel like you're the Queen of Cups. This Queen of Swords feels like the culprit, feels like the person who caused the disruption. This Queen of Swords energy can be someone who is very cutting, deceitful can be, someone who is in the reverse, very cold individual can be, the Queen of Swords in reverse can be considered the bitch. She doesn't think before she speaks. She can be a gossip, a liar, someone who doesn't, again, worry about repercussions of what she says or how her words can affect others. I think she's responsible for some misinformation on the lighter side of things, or just downright mean gossip, or some blatant lies, fabricating stories, There is definitely some energy of secrets possibly being revealed. Maybe she let some information out that she was supposed to keep to herself. And I think that this is getting around. She's speaking to people. She's talking. She's flapping her jaw, and whatever she's saying is very unjust, is wrong. She might be doing this to take advantage of someone, or to have things move in a direction for her, like, what am I trying to say? She is trying, maybe she's spreading rumors around the workplace in order to get a leg up on somebody, or to take advantage of somebody or a situation. Let's get some more cards out here. Capricorn. So clarifying the Four of Cups. With the Seven of Cups, we have the Chariot. And the Eight of Pentacles is clarified by the Empress. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Seven of Wands, again, but this time in the upright position. Eight of Cups. Six of Swords in reverse. Two of Swords again in reverse, clarifying death. And the Page of Wands, clarifying Seven of Wands. So I don't feel like you have any control over this situation. If you do, you're not stepping forward and taking control. You may have received this information from a second-hand party. Maybe somebody who knew what was going on and revealed what was being said or what was happening. I feel like this Queen of Swords has done this before. I feel like this is typical for her. This is par for the course. She might be defending her stance within a group of people, or trying to, again, get a leg up on somebody by spreading rumors or lies, or telling stories, or just maybe being sneaky or doing things on the sly. So I'm going to put this out there, because if this is not a workplace situation, it could be just like a group dynamic, whether it's maybe family situation, group of coworkers, group of friends, close connections. I'm just getting that this is definitely affecting or involving more than just you in this Queen of Swords. You might be on the outskirts looking in, and that's why you don't have any control over what's happening or what's being said, because you have no way to retaliate or respond. And then you're just stuck with the grief. You're getting the information, but you're not able to respond to it or react to it or retaliate in any way, is what I'm getting. So I feel like this Empress energy is you, Capricorn. And there's this feeling like maybe you've moved on from a situation, or you moved on to something new for yourself. Maybe you've moved away from a situation or group dynamic that was unhealthy for you, and you started a new job, or you're working at a new place or whatever. And since leaving, some secrets have been exposed about you. This feels very specific all of a sudden. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and put that out there, because a lot of times I look at these cards and I start getting a really specific story, one that does not feel like I should be relaying to however many viewers watch the video. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you the story that I'm getting. It feels like you up and left a situation, maybe a work or a job situation, and moved on to something new. And since having moved on to something new, and this is something that's been good for you, this is something that was a move in a positive move in the right direction for you. But now, since having left, I feel like this Queen of Swords feels like it gave her the opportunity to maybe make shit up about you and talk about why you left, or like she somehow is in the know. This Queen of Swords could potentially be the Six of Cups energy that I'm feeling, but for whatever reason, it doesn't feel like this should be her, because it's in the upright position. So in the upright position, it's about reminiscing, it's about positive memories, it's about, you know, a connection that's very positive, and again, one of longevity, a connection that you can trust. Maybe you've moved on from this connection, maybe you left this behind, and because you walked away from it, now this person, this Queen of Swords, this person is bad news. I feel like she's spreading rumors. Now that she knows she's safe from retaliation, that's what I'm getting, as horrible as that sounds. It feels like that now she knows you're out of the picture and she's safe from retaliation, because, you know, maybe you've moved away. Maybe you've moved away and you've kind of lost connection with some of these people, whatever. Whatever the case may be, it feels like she's taking advantage of her position. In other words, she doesn't have you sticking around and you can't speak up and say, hey, wait a minute, you know that's not true, that's not what happened, or that's not how I feel. She doesn't have to worry about any retaliation, so it feels like this person is going off and trying to make you look bad, or trying to take advantage of a situation because you're not around anymore. Does that make sense, Capricorn? I hope that somebody is resonating with this reading, because again, I feel like it's really specific, and I'm starting to lose the light coming in my window. It's getting late, so I need to move on and see what else. I need to shuffle these more. Sorry, I want to give this deck a couple more shuffles, and then we'll get some more information, Capricorn, and see if we can't figure this out for you. And if this is too specific for some people watching, I'm sorry. This is just the message I'm getting. If it doesn't feel like a general message for you, Sagittarius, I apologize. Maybe I'll lose some viewers because they don't feel like this is their story, and I understand. It does feel very specific to me, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you what I see in the cards, because that's how I read tarot. So I'm sorry if it doesn't apply to you, and if, you know, I understand if you turn the video off, I get it. Okay. So clarifying the Seven of Cups, we have the Three of Swords in reverse. And we have the Ten of Cups clarifying the Moon. Nine of Cups is clarified by the Hangman in reverse. Queen of Swords is clarified by the Five of Swords. There she is, stirring the shit, starting conflict. She is something else. She's trying to get people to see a different point of view now that you're gone and you can't give your 2 cents. It's like she's got her soapbox, and now she knows that nobody's going to replace her on her soapbox, so she can say whatever the hell she wants and people are just going to believe it because there's nobody around to contradict what she's saying. That's what I'm getting from these cards. This is what she wanted. she wanted to be able to give her side without anybody contradicting her or retaliating against her or giving an opposing opinion. She wants people to see things her way and only her way. So she's spreading shit, she's spreading rumors. The Star. Maybe you were trying to get away from this. Maybe you were hopeful that once you got away from this person that this would all stop, but it feels like it's gotten worse. That's what I'm getting. The Emperor. The World, clarifying the Hangman over here. And the Queen of Cups is clarified by the King of Cups. I feel like you had to leave somebody behind that was important to you, and you may have left a situation that was toxic, maybe a workplace situation because of this Queen of Swords, and you may have had to leave a relationship behind, something that either was established or maybe had potential, and there's still love here between the two of you, this King and Queen. Now, this person coming out in my last set of cards that I put out indicates to me that this is kind of one of those supporting characters, like a supporting character in a movie that you don't see in every scene. They're just kind of there, but this person is definitely affected by this situation, and this person still has love for you. Whether this is romantic love or friendship, connection, this person still has feelings for you. And may be confused by why, in regards to why you may have moved on. There's some heartbreak and grief surrounding your departure. The departure was good for you. It was supposed to be, it was a positive thing for you to move on, and possibly maybe it was a new work opportunity that has since made you very happy, I feel. And again, you may have had to leave some people behind, or maybe a relationship behind, but this situation was a positive move in the right direction for you. However, and it may have gotten you away from this individual who was causing conflict within this group dynamic. And I feel like there's other people that know what this person's up to or what they're like. There's a sense that the people surrounding this person feel defensive around her, and maybe she doesn't necessarily discriminate regarding who she talks about or who she spreads gossip about. I feel like this person is generous with her slanderous ways, that she doesn't discriminate. And you know, if she's picking on you because you're not around anymore to defend yourself, the people who are still around her could be thinking, well, you know, at least it's not me. At least she's not talking about me and spreading shit about me. Because that's what this person does. And part of you may have gotten away from this workplace dynamic or workplace situation because of this individual, and you're in a much better place right now. But, and maybe, and it's possible this King of Cups, this loyal individual who's attached to you, could have been the one who is delivering this information in regards to this Queen of Swords. This person, you could still be connected to this person, and they're letting you know what's going on behind your back. You may have thought, you know, I left this all behind, and now you're getting news that it's still happening. And it feels shitty. You feel shitty about it. And who wouldn't? Who needs a Queen of Swords in their life like this individual? But she is something else. I can tell. You know, I can feel the eyes rolling. I can feel people like, oh, Jesus, here she comes again. We'll call her Karen. And no offense to Karen, but you know the joke about the Karens. A lot of people talk about, oh, everybody's got a Karen in their life, right? I hope there's no Karens out there that take offense to this. This is lighthearted, and I'm just using this as an example. You know, people around the office might be, oh shit, here comes Karen. Shh, don't say anything, because she might use it against you. You know, don't give her any fuel. That's the that's the feeling I'm getting. I'm not making light of the situation, Capricorn, because I can tell it's challenging to be dealing with something like this. Let's get our last set of cards out here and then a Dreams of Gaia, and we'll wrap this up. So I've got the Devil, clarifying the 4 of Cups and the 7 of Cups. Karen. Sorry. 10 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you up and left to relieve yourself of this situation. This was a burden to you. This toxic energy in this workplace situation with Karen. And you up and left and went somewhere that was better for you and somewhere that deserved you, because you're this Empress energy, Capricorn. You might be in your Queen of Cups in reverse energy right now too, but you are the type of individual who's extremely nurturing, caring, and loving, and you do not deserve what you've been dealing with. Hermit reverse. Knight of Pentacles in reverse, clarifying this Queen. You know what? This person is not, to me, this indicates this person hasn't learned her lesson. She's stuck in this bitch mode. She's stuck in this lying, gossipy, tyrannical, toxic energy, and she's not going anywhere for whatever reason. She likes what she enjoys this energy, and she's just bathing herself in it. Come on, Karen, get your head out of your ass. Capricorn doesn't deserve this. Tower in reverse. The Fool. You tried to get out. You start off on your own, get away from this mess, and now you're being dragged back into it. Unfortunately, by someone that you care for and someone that you love. Because he's informing you out of a need to feel like he's responsible for making sure that you understand what's going on here. And that this person, if you thought this person was a loyal friend or some kind of individual that you were closely connected to and that they were loyal to you and loved you, that's absolutely not true. That's absolutely not true, and that's what this King of Cups is, the message that this King of Cups is relaying to you, that this person is not loyal, and in fact quite the opposite, and they are working against your best interest. And again, I do feel like you tried to get away from this. You had have a new start, but this is all bringing you back. All of this news and this information this King has brought about to you is bringing you back into your grief and making you feel stuck again. Stuck in feeling bad and sad and you know, feeling like someone's really sticking it to you, and she is. And she is. Let's get a Dreams of Gaia tarot card. This is starting to get dark in here. I'm worried about the light, but we're doing good for time, so I'm not going to rush it. Here's the thing, Capricorn, because the cards are not indicating any action you should take or whether you should say anything or retaliate or call this person and say, shut the fuck up, stop spreading lies and rumors about me. I don't know if that is the right move or not. I can tell you right now that this person is building a nice big old supply of bad karma for herself, and it's gonna kick her in the ass one of these days. I mean, you can't live in this kind of energy and not expect for you to receive some negative karma in return. And I don't know when that'll happen. You know, that's for the universe to decide. But this person is not your friend. This person is not loyal. And here's the good news, is everybody around her knows it. Everybody knows Karen and what she's up to. They're not buying her bullshit. It's hard, it's harsh. There might be some people buying it, but they won't buy it for very long once they get to know who Karen is. Stop using the word. Karen, if you're out there, bless you. I know that this is not you. I'm just, again, maybe I should think of some female name that is not widely used, because I know Karen's a pretty popular name. I don't personally have any Karens in my life, but I have known Karens in my life. They're just not personally in my life. And they were always wonderful people. I've just seen comedians use that name. That's why I keep saying it. Trying to bring some light into the situation. Lightheartedness into the situation. Anyway, this individual, this Queen of Swords, is not... I mean, she may not be feeling the repercussions right now of her actions and her words, but she will. Guarantee she will. Okay, Spirit, let's get Capricorn one card for advice or next moves or confirmation on feelings, or, you know, where to go from here. One Dreams of Gaia tarot card. You know, I do feel like you left this situation in hopes that you would regain control over what was probably already going on in the past. I don't think that this person has changed very much. I think that they've done this. This is kind of their thing. And unfortunately, they dwell in toxic devil energy. And that, you know, let's face it, they're just mean people in this world. Mean, shitty people in this world. There's a lot of them, too. And sometimes it feels like they never have to face consequences or face the negative karma that they have acquired for themselves. I have people from my past that I'm looking at thinking, how in the hell can they get away with this for so long and seemingly just go about their life, you know, continue to be shitty people to everybody that they meet, and they just never seem to get it back, or, you know, I don't get it either sometimes. But the universe is going to work its magic in one way, shape, or form. And unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to look at it, Capricorn, you may not be around to see it. You know, if you're like me, sometimes you want that revenge, or you want to at least know, you know, when the person finally gets the handcuffs slapped around their... No, that one definitely wants to come out. When the person finally gets their handcuffs slapped around their wrists, sometimes, you know, it would feel satisfying to watch it happen. I'm just being honest, okay? I'm only human, and so are you, you know. And I know these kind of shitty people in your life, sometimes they just seem to get away with crap time and time again. And we got a fabulous card for you. We got number 8, Death and Rebirth. And I'm going to read it out of the book. And I hope that this card resonates for you, and I hope it gives you something to chew on when this reading is over. I know I've read it before, obviously, and it is a little bit long. Oh, it's not bad. Well, it's a page and a half. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to read it. Here we go, Capricorn, and I will display the card. It's a really interesting card to look at. And, you know, if it's anything like the Death card in the Rider-Waite, and I don't think it is, because I think that, well, it's going to be similar, but it's not the same number. I think the Death card is... Do I have Death out here? Oh, I do. Death is number 13 and this one's number 8. So it's not supposed to correspond. It's a separate card. This Rider-Waite, Dreams of Gaia Tarot deck has like 3 or 4 extra cards in it, and it's, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and read this. I'm not going to ramble anymore. Here we go. The Death Rebirth card symbolizes cycles and change. Death Rebirth is the death of the old and the birthing of the new. It is time to let go of the past and turn to face a new and unknown future with the awareness that there is no going back. It is time to begin again, sometimes with nothing but memories, and at other times with everything external unchanged. But with your mind so altered that everything seems different, strange, and unfamiliar. It is a time to pass from one stage or stage of being to another, and to be transformed so completely that the person undergoing the change no longer recognizes themselves. They are the caterpillar that has become a butterfly. An irreversible process of transmutation is complete. The person they were is forever gone, and they have been reborn. Life as they know it has changed. Change can inspire many little painless deaths and sometimes great deaths born of intense loss that must be mourned before we can face the future with excitement and anticipation once more. The loss of a spouse or family member, the end of a long-term relationship or career, retirement and illness are just a few experiences that can bring about death and rebirth process. Ours is a perpetual journey of undoing, being, and becoming. The death preceding rebirth can be quick and sudden or slow and painful. In the process of dying, everything in life revolves around the death, the pain, the suffering, the anguish, the loss, the guilt, the anger, and the fear. The pain can be so real it is debilitating. The fear can be so paralyzing that it halts all growth and has one withdrawing from life itself. We can cycle around analyzing, questioning, preventing our wounds from healing, refusing to accept that life has changed, and there is nothing that can be done to restore it to what it was. The stage of life is over. There are only two choices: remain in limbo or accept reality, surrender to death, and be reborn. The rebirth process can also be problematic. It is not an instant process. Sometimes before we can soar, we must also learn how to fly all over again. Yes, our outlook can be positive, but the future is still unknown. Our beliefs have changed, our roles and purposes have changed, our lives and state of mind and being are not as they were. We know what we are capable of, but first we must learn and adapt to the changes that led to the little death in the first place. The Death Rebirth card is all about renewal, regeneration, and new beginnings. Like the seasons, we are bound by a cycle of life, death, and rebirth. Like the planet we dwell upon, we experience seasons and stages: spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Spring is the time of new growth, summer is a time of fruition, autumn a time of letting go and dying, and winter a time of dormancy and regeneration. Autumn and winter can inspire feelings of loss and fear. We fear death and change because we do not know what comes after, but the truth is that we do know. But we are so accustomed to life as it now. I think that sentence has a grammatical error. Anyway, that the idea of anything different creates resistance. There is, however, no halting change, and just as we know and trust that spring will follow winter, we can know and trust that after death we will be reborn. Death is just a gateway to a new reality, a new stage of your life journey. While rebirth is symbolic of an evolving and expanding consciousness. There we go. So I do feel like, honestly, Capricorn, I do feel like you were in a stage of maybe trying to leave some things behind and start fresh and start new, start over, get away from maybe some toxic relationships, toxic situations. It's time for me to end this video, obviously, because I can't talk anymore. And it's getting really dark. Anyway, I do feel like you were in the process of leaving a lot of this behind. And frankly, you're still in the process of leaving it behind. You know that there's eventually this Queen of Swords is going to forget about you and she'll find her next victim. But maybe your departure is still pretty fresh and she's still licking old wounds. Maybe, maybe you did some things in the past that, especially in your Empress energy, that made her feel less than. And she's trying to regain her composure and, trying to regain her stance within a group of people or workplace. Whatever the case may be, you're going through that death process, which can be painful, and a rebirth process, which can be quite beautiful. And hang on to what you know is true, and hang on to what you know is right for you, Capricorn, and you're going to do just fine. And this person will have to deal with whatever it is that they've got in store for them, because they've got a lot of shit they're going to have to deal with. Okay, I'm going to leave that there, Capricorn. I hope you enjoyed the video. If it resonated, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment if you'd like. That would be fabulous too. Thank you so much for watching, and take care. Bye.